world surrounded by franchises, reboots, and shared universes. An elite team of podcasters will risk body and soul to investigate the depths of intellectual properties, one multiverse, subgenre, and trend at a time. Who are we? We're the IP Squad.
Welcome back to the IP Squad and our ongoing investigation into films based on Sherlock Holmes. I'm John Campbell. Of course, my partners for this investigation are the Jones boys. We've got Brendan Jones and Robin Jones.
It is a piece of bullshit. I fucking motherfucking goddamn it.
Robin, wake up.
Robin,
wake up.
Robin. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Robin, we're doing the show. We're talking about...
I was having a nightmare. I had to watch this bullshit called Sherlock Holmes and the Whitechapel Vampire. What are we talking about today? The 7% solution?
Oh, God, I wish. Those days
7-year inch?
Oh, God.
One of those?
Those days are long
we're
over.
watching a Hallmark film, which is the hallmark of quality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
There you go.
No, it's not.
We've Brendan, we've seen some work from the people at Hallmark.
They're Campbell and Jones meet the Christmas romance movies. That's one of our
that's
most
common.
I
successful
thought
podcasts.
it was Campbell and Jones meets Diagnosis Murder knockoffs.
Oh.
Wasn't that your podcast?
I will say the only thing I watch on the Hallmark streaming app is old episodes of Diagnosis Murder.
There you go.
Oh, they have the streaming.
They have the stream. The only place you can watch Diagnosis Murder, because I am a 95-year-old man, is on.
Speaking of your age,
yeah.
At any point, and I know that you've watched them all.
Yes.
At any point, does he look to the camera? He's like going, "My diagnosis,
Murder."
Not
that I remember. Although you know, Dick Van Dyke would have crushed that.
Sure. Oh, I know. Well, here's the thing, Dick Van Dyke
as a treasure.
Yeah, it's
one of the national treasure.
One of the greatest.
He's literally one of the titans. That's all I'm saying.
And I gotta say,
America's Dad before Tom Hanks.
I'm glad. Not that anyone ever forgot, but I'm glad that as we're recording this around his 100th birthday, that people are taking some time to remember. No, once again, I don't think anybody ever forgot what a treasure is, but it's nice to take a little time out and just go, you know what, that guy's amazing.
The only thing that ever got the better of that man, and I'm not going to go down the alcohol route. The only thing that ever got the better of Dick Van Dyke, because he conquered that.
Oh, yeah.
But that ottoman is the only thing.
His arch nemesis.
Fucking ottoman.
Wait a minute,
and
though.
Let me tell you something about that ottoman.
Hey, Laura, how about you move it?
Just because maybe they'll back me up with the ottoman. That fucking piece of furniture is what turned him on.
Wait a minute, though.
By the way,
perils of alcohol.
Brendan,
there.
But lest we forget, in later seasons, he did that little hop around it. Maybe he did.
Guys, I'm pitching it right here. Backdoor pilot to our new podcast, which will be called The Ottoman Empire, and we will just discuss the Dick Van Dyke Show.
You know what? That's one of those.
Who's the real writer of the Jones Brothers?
Every once in a while, there's one of those where I'm like, that's too good a title. We almost have to do it.
We almost have to do it. And I gotta say, episode by episode, Dick Van Dyke Show.
It would be delightful. The only problem is it'd be a boring show, as we're just like.
I would listen, even if I wasn't asked to participate.
It would just be us going, "Oh, that bit." Amazing.
Yeah. It would be. Well, this
Laurie
wasn't
Amsterdam,
episode, but that bit was amazing.
The Buddy and Sally bit.
And then you get to the classic episodes, and it's just it's 2 hours of people going.
No, you're talking about some of the greatest
this was a
television
gift from God.
Some of the greatest.
We were just giving gifts.
That thing
we didn't
was
appreciate it properly.
Yeah, even the worst episodes are still really pretty solid.
Oh, Rob.
And then
we don't want to
John
talk
on the Patreon. On the Patreon,
which we're on right now.
About.
Yes.
Yes, but on the Patreon for the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah. God, that is such a good title.
We would watch films that Dick Van Dyke and Carl Reiner did together.
Interesting.
So The Art of Love with James Garner.
Oh,
a comic
my God.
with Michelle Lee and Mickey Rooney.
Yes.
That would be great.
Yes.
Oh, that's good stuff,
There
man.
you go. Yeah, anyway, something that isn't even 1% is delightful.
No, we have to stay on target.
Is
and I'm
the
sorry.
Case of the Whitechapel Vampire.
2002.
2002. It's our first 21st century Holmes. And boy, did this not feel very modern.
No. Yeah. And this is the third in the
I
series,
believe this is the third of Frewer's.
Yes.
Because they did 2 actual Doyles.
Yes, they did.
This is the third.
He did a Hound of the Baskervilles.
And he did a Scandal in Bohemia with a little mix of
sorry, actually, this is the 4th. He did Hound of the Baskervilles, The Sign of 4, which please stop adapting The Sign of 4.
I know.
It's really boring. And then he did the Royal Scandal.
Well, Royal Scandal will be the take on Scandal of Bohemia.
Yes.
But this one is the first, as they
I obviously picked this one.
Or Letterboxd is like, hey, it's the first one where they veer away, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I just picked this one because it had vampire in the title. And
yes,
and okay, you ready for my hot take, John?
Here we go. Here comes once again. I
like the way he asked John if he's ready.
Yeah,
not me. His younger brother. No.
Well,
no,
you've been hearing his hot takes forever.
Brendan knows me too well. I'm never going to ask permission for that.
I still think I need a little jingles like Robin's hot takes.
Here we go.
We need a drop.
John, Brendan,
John. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bren John.
Mm-hmm.
John Bren.
Bren John is the production company.
No,
we're starting
that's our
together.
mom. Rob Brendan.
Okay.
Robin.
Brendan.
One of you, both of you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Imagine,
yes,
gentlemen.
Yes,
you are in a lab and you are conducting an experiment.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And you enter in the idea.
Yes.
As an element of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you combine it with the idea of just Whitechapel in general. Just the land of Jack the Ripper and scandal and vice.
Hey, wait!
corruption.
I think we saw that movie.
Yeah.
Right. Now, wait a second, John.
Yeah.
We're not finished with the experiment.
Okay.
We also throw in the idea of a vampire. We throw it in.
Whoa. Intriguing.
And we throw it in.
This has become a very heady mix.
It's a device that they use where it's a centrifuge where they move it around, they rotate it in high speeds.
Yeah, they're mixing these things.
3 elements.
Yes, 3 elements.
And it has a funnel device where it's just suctioning and vacuuming out.
Sure.
And they remove anything awesome about those 3 elements.
Yeah.
3 things, and they suck it out.
Yeah.
They suck it out.
Yeah.
Now are they distilling? No. They are then taking it out of the tubes and just dumping the dried, lifeless husks of these ideas into a bowl.
Yeah.
And then they say, "Hey, Matt Frewer, we're not going to give you direction."
By the way,
that's
or a dialogue coach.
Love that guy. Love that guy, but
it is a movie bereft of anything interesting from the title.
Yes.
And combined with Matt Frewer not really knowing what the fuck to do, I do not want to watch the other 3 movies. And
it's a bummer because when I'd never seen any of his, and I thought, well, he would be good. I could see that.
Yeah.
And that was what I was thinking I've seen him be zany. I've seen him be evil. I've seen him be slyly, deliciously evil.
Ooh. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But in this, I was like, he has no moves in this imagination of this character except for I am a gigantic jerk.
Yeah,
he's a
very sarcastic Holmes.
And
yeah,
real self-satisfied. That's what I took from it. This is a Holmes who's really like, I'm Sherlock Holmes and I know it. And
but they do let Inspector Jones get in a pretty good dig because is
that the guy who's not quite Scottish?
Yeah,
who's trying really hard to be Scottish. But the thing where he basically says it's like, oh no, for that requires humility, and that's something that you are not known for. And I'm like, oh, you got to dig in. All right, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
I think Matt Frewer's take on Sherlock Holmes is not great, but the way he plays it, and I do realize
there are moments.
This is kind of
okay.
I have a take.
Go ahead.
And it is that type of performance is broad. He is broad. And then I realized he is prone to that, and that's okay. He's a character actor.
Oh, yeah.
This Holmes would have worked fine on stage.
Definitely.
Because he is somewhat broad, and he would play to several rows back. and I think he would be an entertaining stage Holmes. He even with the accent, which is not really very good.
Really there.
Not really there. I think he would have played better there. This is not good close-up Holmes.
No, and I think to Robin's point, I really do put a lot of that on the director, and it is interesting that we're for it, because I do think Frewer could get there if you had somebody actually guiding him.
Yeah,
John.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember that Star Trek he was on?
I mentioned this to Robin yesterday.
No, I love him still. This didn't shake my faith.
That next gen episode of him is wonderful.
Orphan Black. He was a big bad on Orphan Black.
He's amazing on Orphan Black.
And he's great.
I mean, no one's doubting. The guy is an incredible. I will say, like a lot of people we like, though, often a guy saddled with not great material. An amazing actor who's in a lot of schlock. I forgot. He was great on Perry Mason.
He was great on Perry Mason.
Love him on there. Yeah.
Was that the second season?
I believe.
Yes. It was the second
No. It's the first season.
I haven't seen that.
No,
yet.
sorry. No, he's the judge in the first season.
Oh, you're right. He's
the judge in the first season. Yeah. And he's great. He's great. Okay. He was great on. If you guys, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend the 12 Monkeys television series.
Oh, I never did
excellent.
Watch it,
no. I never watched it.
It's very, very. It's shockingly good for being. That.
Are you okay? I mean, I just want to make sure that you're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
But and then God, he's so good on the Nick, and I mean, there's so many things he's been good at. But I say all this to point out, then in between, there's stuff like Lawnmower Man 2. And it's like it's just like he's a working actor, like a lot of people, and similar to a lot of people, like he's also Teflon. People though will always be like, "Oh, you should get Frewer," even if he's been in some garbage. Somebody will still throw him in something of quality, because the guy's got the goods.
He's got the goods. He is,
and with good material and a good director, I think he's.
And it
dynamite.
does.
4 movies in, he's not a good Sherlock.
It is interesting that this is his 4th. Yeah, it does sort of feel like it doesn't feel like he has a strong take on the character for being the 4th time that he's played it. I also think he is not helped by an absolute snooze of a Watson.
I mean, a solid Watson, but he's.
I mean, I think similar to another guy who's not being directed, right? So that they kind of they don't their banter doesn't really work,
and the direction. I kept looking at it and going, I know this was made in Canada. I know that these are all Canadian actors, including Matt Frewer and Kenneth Walsh.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
Could they not find somebody who is a veteran of X-Files episodes?
I was going to say, I watch a ton of stuff
to work on this thing.
Being a fan of genre television, I see all kinds of people in Canada, and there's a lot of really good television actors up in Canada. None of them are in this. Like, it is amazing. Other than Frewer and Welsh, I didn't recognize a single person.
Oh no, the main monk.
Sean
who
Lawrence.
Brings them in. Yeah, I've seen him in a million things.
Yeah, yes, yeah, he's a familiar face, but it is interesting how quickly this cast evolves into like.
I liked one person in this cast,
which is
Dr. the zany psychic.
No, Dr.
Dr. Chagas or Chagas.
Yeah,
I thought he was all right.
I just thought he's actually in this world, and he is doing an accent that he can do, and I just liked his presence, and he was on the right page. I was like, oh yeah. Now what he had to say was all extremely boring because this is a terrible dumb script. By the way, if they said vampire bat, if they said vampire bat one more time, I was going to
bat. And there's a couple times where they say bat, and then somebody goes
saying it.
I love when somebody says bat and they go vampire bat.
Yeah. Plus, I love the opening thing where he's not the opening, but where the monk guy is telling him what happened in Ecuador or whatever, and he's like going, and it was a giant vampire bat. I'm like going, no, sorry. Again, I hate to speak up. Yeah, vampire bats are pretty damn tiny, and a giant vampire bat might be this big. And I'm like, sorry, Mr. CG animator. There's just nothing that just.
Yeah, I mean, it's. The whole thing is,
and then faith versus rationale, intelligence, and surely you think that you can't know everything, and there might be the existence of the supernatural.
Which is
like,
you know,
yes, maybe, but I don't think so, and there are no gods.
I mean, that's classic Holmesian kind of stuff, but it's all just dispensed.
But they keep hitting the note. Yeah. They just keep hitting that over and over and over again.
Yeah,
it's poorly done.
Yeah,
John, we could point to every element of this as being, this is interesting, and it's interesting to put Holmes in this situation, and
having him in a monastery is interesting. I mean,
it's not done with any kind of God damn, Crucifer of Blood was better than this. I mean, it's just
I would say that's a bare knuckle.
Yeah, I mean, ever so slightly, if at all.
Yeah, ever so slightly.
We're dealing in some similar territory.
Charlton Heston doing bad Asian accents more than I could watch.
Well, I will say Heston is also. I mean, Heston's so wrong, but there is something about like. Look at this guy, how wrong he is, that I guess is somewhat more interesting than a guy who's right for it with the wrong take.
Beautiful.
I can't look away.
The chaos. The chaos of it.
I will say
this one has
it's a beautiful jewel, a chaotic jewel.
Yeah.
But this one does have a Canadian actor going all out as hello, Guff. The guy on the street.
Yeah.
And he Mr. Rhodes, there's a fella over there.
Yeah.
The guy in church who saves him from the
No, I don't think it's the same guy.
Well, there's a few guys who are. I mean, obviously,
I think there's a number of guys that are doing their best. Alfred Doolittle from My Fair Lady when they were 19.
This was the plummy guy on the street that he's like, have you seen that doctor leave the? And he's like, every now and then,
I will say
he goes out into the, and I'm just like,
it is fascinating to see a Sherlock Holmes movie where no one is British. Not a single actor in this thing. They're all you look at everyone's IMDb. They're like trained at the Montreal School of Theater or whatever. Maybe there should have been a French guy in here or something. Then some of them could probably nail that without any issue at all.
Except for they are still subjects of the Queen. So
should
be speaking the Queen's English.
Brendan, were you happy? I was going to say, looking at the trivia here, which there's very little, were you happy with all the references to Bram Stoker's Dracula that were throughout?
I was not happy because that's, again, bad writing where, look, I and I'm not throwing stones in my vampire werewolf script that I told you about from a million years ago.
Yeah, which I still really like the idea of quite a bit.
Thank you very much. But I named a diner in New York the Polidori Diner. I'm like, it sounds like a diner name. And I'm like, yeah, Polidori did write The Vampire, one of the earliest. Right. But I'm like, that's not like my going Harker Avenue.
Well, that's the thing is I have no issue with the Easter eggs and stuff, but they're tossed
they're
in.
Just winky.
They're winky, and they're just. It is just like. Yeah,
And
go down to Renfield Court. And you're like,
just
why?
In lieu of an actual script and an actual director,
and
we're
here's
going to
another
throw
problem.
you these cute bones.
Well,
and I am bored with cute bones.
And don't also classically don't remind me of other better things.
Very much so. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're going, as Robin was putting out in his scientific experiment, if you're going to go into Whitechapel, and that is going to be a primary, thing, is there any reference whatsoever to the Ripper murders other than the From Hell thing, which is used by the crazy monk who's pretending to be a vampire? And you're like, okay, but you never hear about dead prostitutes. You don't hear, there's no Jack the Ripper tie-in other than an Easter egg in the title of the thing, the location.
They sucked it out in that crazy lab experiment,
I kept expecting, since they have From Hell always starting these like crazy quotes that are written on the walls, I'm like, well, then it'll tie in, and it never does. I'm like, what? Why?
Well,
I just assume anywhere else.
I assume from the title that there's got to be a reason this is the Whitechapel vampire. Anyone who hears Whitechapel,
if you
especially
read
Americans,
one of the synopses,
all we
I
know,
forget which one it is, Wikipedia or IMDb or something.
It says this absolutely does not tie in.
No, they say it takes place a few years after the Jack the Ripper murders, and so when I was watching, I was like, well, are they going to mention it, or maybe Holmes will refer to it?
And how do you know that? Because they're not mentioning a date, as far as I know. Now, I will also admit that I did not watch this like surgically. I did not pay very close attention.
I'm going to tell you guys a thing. I kept falling asleep during it, and so I rewatched it in order to see if I'd missed anything.
Oh my god!
That's how I know.
And
how
you hadn't.
Shitty
no wonder you're that angry.
And
I am super angry.
Once again, you came to discover you hadn't missed anything.
I had missed nothing.
I will say the other thing.
I'll tell you what. This movie, the budget was for Frewer and Walsh because they're the names.
Yep.
And then those crazy fucked up modern dance costumes the monks and nuns had to wear.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the hell was that? Brendan, you're the dramaturge. Is that anywhere period for this period at all?
I think they actually are. As far as the robes and the headgear.
No.
Sorry, man.
No,
I like the idea that you're like it's like that's true, but it's wrong still. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still wrong.
I hate it.
It all looks bad.
It all looks
this is
very
where when
TV.
we sometimes, and this happens over on Meet the Monsters too, it's not necessarily a strike against a thing if you say looks like TV, because sometimes TV is fine,
we like
and if
TV.
something is strong enough, like it's written well enough and acted well enough, we can go, we understand the budget and we understand the thought processes of cinematographers, or I guess camera people for television. They work differently. Lighting works differently.
Yeah.
So, but in this case, this is one of those where it's like, yeah, this is TV, and it feels TV.
I mean,
not even good TV.
Not even
it's
good
about
TV.
at the level of the fucking Morgan Fairchild one we watched.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, the only
that
thing
I would rather watch than this.
Well,
I'd watch that again.
I don't know. That one's 3 hours. That's the only. Although this thing does. I will say this thing drags.
At least you can look at Morgan Fairchild for a little bit. And go.
The lovely Morgan Fairchild.
Morgan Fairchild.
The young Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I do. Yeah. Anytime the. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Where he's like, I just hit on something very good.
Yeah. It's a bit I always remember from Michael Keaton's stand-up, which if you haven't seen Michael Keaton's stand-up, everybody go watch it. He was very funny.
It's very good.
But he has a whole thing about people lying in old movies, the way they're like, how'd you know about that? I read about it in the paper. Yeah, that's it. I read about it in the paper. They always give away that they're lying.
Well, that's basically the Tommy Flanagan character.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
basically that.
That's the other thing too about the.
It was a vampire that killed. Yeah, it was a vampire.
The other thing I think that is interesting when we see these Holmes movies, and even it's one of our big issues with Sign of the Four, although for a few reasons, even in the Doyle. But I will say, when you see people write original Holmes stuff, you do realize how hard it is to write a Holmes story when you see something like this, because the mystery here. I love a Holmes. I mean, one of the reasons we're doing this, we all love Holmes investigating stuff. God, though, what is he? There's no point in this when I thought like, oh wow, the way he put the no,
and then the whole thing too at the end. This is one of those bad examples where Holmes only survives this through blind luck.
Yep.
And I'm never a fan of that.
Because that's the antithesis of the character.
It's like, I got the slip on you, crazy monk pretending to be a vampire.
Yeah.
But then the crazy monk overtakes him, even when he has the gun.
Yeah.
Thanks to earthquakes. And then basically you got him sitting there on the ground looking scared, and the guy's about to kill him. It's like, oh, thank God a statue falls on top.
Yeah.
You're like,
that is not at all what I want to see him do.
And it was not.
If it had been Watson breaking in and saving the day,
of it, the editing of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they kept cutting back to the same Frewer reaction. I mean, it was just.
Yeah.
Well,
shitty.
he's not only is he not particularly brilliant here, he's also not very heroic. And that is always a thing. Like Holmes is not an action hero in the traditional sense, but he is a heroic figure. There is
he's the guy who leaps on top of a train to have a sword fight.
Yeah.
That's my Sherlock Holmes.
I agree. I like a Sherlock Holmes that's not what he's looking for, but should it come to that, he'll do it, man. He'll become a swashbuckler.
And he'll do it well.
This guy, you can't imagine leaping onto a train. I don't even need to see him do it, but just like you can just tell. No, this is not in him.
Bit, which you were talking about, Robin, the bit where he is shoved in front of the oncoming, this was really badly shot, but the oncoming coach. Yeah. And it looks like he has 2 minutes where he could have rolled out of the way, but then he gets rescued by somebody, and you're like, oh. Yay, Holmes.
The other thing, when we're talking about
again.
To keep harping on
I thought the movie was over.
I love the commercial breaks that are still in it. Really going, oh, that's where they stop for commercial. Oh yeah.
I will say, I don't know if you guys watch this on Prime. When I watched it on Prime, I was like, when it said this video has to play with ads, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
did you not have that, Brendan?
I didn't have any ads.
Did you have that, Robin?
Yes.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh wow, you lucked out then, Brendan, because we had to watch it. And it was just like, God, the last thing this thing needs to be is longer.
Or I will tell you this. Brendan was so bored, he wasn't paying attention.
It could.
I didn't have commercials.
Oh, wow.
He just had those little, obviously you could see the commercial.
Where they would have been. Yeah, no. The one I watched.
No, I didn't see with ads.
Okay.
And,
you didn't get the Pillsbury ad? I got to say, and this is a total tangent. This year's Christmas Pillsbury ad where Santa is poking the Doughboy's stomach and the Doughboy is poking his stomach, disturbing. Disturbing to me.
Actually,
I don't like
I've
it.
written a few stories that have that in it.
Regular broadcast television, or was that Pornhub?
Yeah.
I don't know what in my algorithm was like.
Slash fiction dreams?
He's gonna
bringing up what you see in FetLife.
Once again, my Amazon algorithm. My Amazon algorithm was like, he's really gonna respond to this ad. He's really. But I was. I swear the commercial is just Santa pokes. He goes whoo, and then he pokes Santa, and Santa goes whoa, and it just keeps going. And I was like, what is happening right now?
What I
I'm
found
too
hilarious,
busy screaming at the AI to stop showing me Target.
What I loved at the very beginning of this movie was the disclaimer. That's what I loved.
Yes.
Where it was like, hey, by the way, everybody, this is based on the works of Arthur Conan Doyle, but Sherlock Holmes is in the public domain, and we're totally in the clear. I'm like, no one has ever had to put that on any of that stuff. Again, murder by decree.
Do you think Herbert Ross had to put that in the front of?
You didn't have Billy Wilder going. Now this is the private life of Sherlock Holmes as I see it. He's in the public.
Only other one.
Bob Clark was having that kind of disclaimer.
The only other one that kind of did that was young Sherlock Holmes, but they did it more out of respect because they were going like, look, we know this doesn't fully add up with canon, and it is what it is. But yeah, I did see that at the beginning. I went, uh-oh. Not a sign of quality when they're like, hey, man, we know, but we can do whatever we want.
Lawyer.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit, even though it's a completely different message.
A disclaimer in front of this.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Michael Jackson's disclaimer at the beginning of Thriller. It's like, now understand, I do not support the occult.
I forgot about that.
Oh, thank you, Michael Jackson. I was worried. So
boy.
You're just a pedophile. Okay. But you're not.
Allegedly, we should say for legal purposes.
Oh my God. I told you that joke that Vincent
Jackson
Price
family's
told,
litigious.
Where he said, because apparently like somebody sued for like $1 bajillion, like a civil suit, Michael Jackson for what John says allegedly, but I think we all know.
No, we all do. I'm just talking about as the person in charge of the network, they're litigious.
Vincent Price is at one of Roddy McDowell's dinner parties, and somebody
those
mentions
famous ones.
this, and he goes, "Oh, well, that's a lot of money." Michael Jackson screwed me, but all I got was a couple of $100. He got paid so little for Thriller, and
I love it.
Yeah.
I will say he did get paid so little for Thriller, which is sad, but also that did earn him a hell of a lot of cachet.
It did.
It worked out.
And
he
owned, after making the joke, he owned that he chose not to participate. He was offered twice.
No, thank you.
He thought the money he was getting paid would be more.
Wow.
Yeah, odds are that family-approved biopic just skips over any of this. I think pretty high.
I'm willing to bet that is also the case.
Yeah, he was a wonderful man who only did good. Anyway, this
I'm
movie.
I'm going to say right now.
Yeah.
We should probably go to highs and lows because we're just going to keep shitting on how terrible the film is.
This is going to be our shortest video
we've had some short ones. I'm just trying to think like
if you want to see something from the Hallmark Mystery Channel, there are some excellent episodes of John Larroquette is McBride that you can be watching.
Yeah, I mean they make some okay stuff.
Murder 101.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
for people.
Yeah,
who aren't.
I will say my parents.
Hey, you guys
are
love
glued
Kelly
to
Martin,
this.
right?
Yeah,
she was cute on Life Goes On. But have you ever wondered what she would be like if she owned a mystery bookstore and solved murders?
She does those
agent
cozies.
A lot of their stuff is that cozy mystery because Candace Cameron did one for the longest time too, where she was a gardener.
That's where she would just pray to Jesus. And
I will say here's what
Jesus, please tell me who killed this poor lady.
Here's what I love.
Thank you, Jesus.
Here's what I love about the Candace Cameron one. So she did this mystery.
I think God help me.
I think she was a gardener or something. But then of course she did quit Hallmark very famously when they started
because they were unclean.
They
started putting gay characters in their stuff. So she went and started her own network. Where she's doing,
that's right.
She's doing the exact same detective series, but just with a different name. But it's the exact same setup, everything. She just changed the character name and is now over there doing. At least there's no gay people around.
That one's called Lord Help Me.
Yeah,
the original was called God Help Me.
Yeah,
jeez.
Oh boy, yeah. What happened to her? Yikes.
That's okay. I wasn't following your career with much interest.
Or
any interest with it.
When's DJ gonna get a movie?
I'm glad you had the inside scoop there, John.
Yeah.
I think she is someone that your generation followed.
I mean, yes, Full House was a big show for me growing up.
Sure.
But yeah.
Whatever happened to late night TV? What was that?
Predictability, The Milkman, The Paperboy, and Evening TV.
And Evening TV.
Yeah.
Those are some great lyrics.
Yeah.
Did Alan Thicke write that theme?
I don't know if he wrote that one.
I don't know if he wrote that one.
That one wasn't me. But different strokes. I was all over that.
Different strokes. And,
yeah. By the way, buy this box set of Thick of the Night while we're at it.
Oh, there's...
Paul a couple
Tompkins
episodes.
does a great
Sadly,
Alan Thicke impression, and he had to stop because, like Gary Marshall, another great impression he did, they both died. Like
out of respect, he stopped doing it.
I did have for the longest time from the Comedy Bang Bang store a shirt with a drawing of him as Gary Marshall that said, "Please call me Gary."
Please call me Gary.
Because Scott Ackerman, after he did it a couple of times, would just call him Mr. Marshall.
Yeah. Please call me Gary.
And Paul Tompkins would just call me Gary. Yep. Please call me Gary.
Please call me Gary. By the way, go if you can go back into the archives and listen to the whole run of the ones he did with Gillian Jacobs, and
God,
was absolutely great.
When they would get married and kill his
triangle between.
Yeah, they're plotting to murder his wife.
Gary Marshall's had a Mr. Mixius Pitalik thing where if you got him to say this line from Greased Lightning, that he would go back to his home dimension. And
I know. We were
the chicks will cream.
Yes.
Or the cars of dream. The chicks will cream. It was because Paul F. Tompkins hates that line in the song, and Ackerman knew it.
Have you seen? Okay, and I swear this is just tangents. Have you seen the Christopher Walken SNL sketch where he's the drama teacher who's doing Grease, but he's changing all the words that are too dirty, and it's so fun. Go check this out because it's just
And that sketch written by somebody who had to do Grease in high school.
It's so funny. And he has to explain to the kids what it means because like Sandberg and Hader are like, "What is that?"
Right.
And he's like, "No, tell me what you think that means." "No, that's not it." And they whisper and say, "No, that's not what it means." It's very funny. Anyway, here are some highs and lows. Highs and lows. This comes to us.
Did you find any highs? Any highs on this?
I have.
There were some that actually the review started with "hi."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, that's the wrong one."
I will say there is one 10-star review which I will read when we get to it.
I am from Hawaii, and we abbreviate that HI.
Yeah.
I hated this too.
Okay, this comes to us from Leo of Wine Draka. I don't know.
What?
Leo of Wine dash Draka. I don't know.
Oh, was that Drakkar?
No, I don't know.
I know.
It's okay.
I know.
It's already adding up to be an AI composed.
It's the Robert Goulet thing. I know a little inside. Anyway, Goulet, one of the greatest. All right. Title of the review: Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
wow.
Here we go. This starts with the attitude you want. That this 2002 Canadian TV movie is based on a made-up Holmes story rather than a canon one should be a warning in and of itself.
Wait. Brendan? I mean, we grew up at the same time. Did William Conrad on canon, did he write Sherlock Holmes?
You know what's interesting?
Stories?
I was gonna. I'm glad you went there because I was gonna do a Golan and Globus. I was gonna say I didn't know they made this many Sherlock Holmes as this guy said, but I like the way.
Which canon are we talking about?
Yeah. Canon. Those canon Sherlock episodes are amazing. No, all right. All right. This turns out to be a schlock.
Buddy.
This turns out to be a schlocky and entirely befuddled production that has little to do with the original stories. Purists will no doubt find themselves outraged by the antics of the producers, which reduce the story elements to their most basic level.
Yes.
The rest of us are left amused by a film which comes across as a cheesy B-movie instead of a classy Holmes adaptation. Actually, I'm going to pause that for a second and just go.
Right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say purists of people who like watching people move around in a box in front of them in their living room, they will also be outraged.
Here's the thing, though. They keep saying schlocky and B movie. I wish it had a schlocky and B movie. That would imply a level of fun or something.
If it had leaned into that.
To direct you to Crucifer of Blood.
Yes.
Okay. The entire story is set in what looks like a medieval monastery with the sweaty monks at the mercy of a vampire killer. Wait until you see the costume. It's all very silly, and of course, nothing like the real Holmes. By the way, still gave it 3 out of 10 stars for some reason.
Wow.
That's not a 1 star. That was the lowest I could find, and it was 3. But that's
Are you kidding me?
But like they just shit all over it, and then they go, yeah, but we'll give it 3 out of 10. I don't know why.
For what, the font and the credits? I mean, Jesus God, that's terrible.
Okay, so this high review comes to us from Lots of Fun.
That wine Drakkar is getting to him, I
think. This comes to us from Lots of Fun. And I will say,
immediately tells you this person is absolutely no fun.
Yeah. Well, I will say
the people that tell you that they're incredibly fun are never fun.
I can't tell you how fun I am. I'm the life of the party. Oh, there's another one. The Andy Daly.
I was elected class clown.
The Andy Daly.
I'm the Jason of the group.
Yeah, I'm the Jason of the group. I was going to say the Andy Daly professional life of the party is also one of my favorite comedy bang bangs. But Lots of Fun, I will say, takes a very interesting tact because we saw this movie and I don't quite know what they're talking about. The title of the review, highly entertaining fun for the kids.
Yeah. For the kids. This one was for the kids.
All right, here we go. The 4 Sherlock Holmes movies by Hallmark are just good fun versions for kids. Don't even try to take them seriously, folks. Don't expect them to be artistic masterpieces based on literary classics.
Okay.
Then what's the point of watching them?
These TV movies were made for a family audience, and there's plenty of comedy for kids in these things. Frewer's Holmes must be seen to be believed. He's a hoot!
But not in the way.
Exclamation point, guys. He's a hoot! He's the most eccentric Holmes ever. Kids will love this guy.
What is this person on about?
By the way,
What's this person on?
John, I'm so glad that my English teacher from 6th grade is on IMDb writing reviews.
Yeah. Kenneth Welsh is much more. Kenneth Welsh is much more traditional in his role, and he makes a very fine Watson. These Frewer Holmes flicks are sure to entertain the kids and will hopefully encourage them to read more about the master detective. They certainly won't
they can get pissed.
They certainly
really
won't.
Upset.
Well, here I will say that we're going to disagree with this last sentence. They certainly won't get bored watching any of these with the ultra intense and comedic Frewer on screen. 10 out of 10 stars.
Wow.
Good Lord. What, by the way,
Frewer's mom has thought.
What kid? As an adult, I'm bored. As a kid, I would have been out of the room so fast. And a Sherlock Holmes vampire thing, I would have been tuning in as a kid. I would have been, and
you would have been extremely disappointed.
Off it goes.
Grew up with Jackson Beck is Captain Marvel in Shazam. So we know about boring entertainment.
What do you mean? That Rip Roarin' adventure series?
Listen, any show that says basically anywhere these two people travel in that Winnebago is still the Burbank Hills. Every single boy's like, things are fascinating here in Minnesota, Burbank. Here we are in Florida, Burbank.
One of the things I do love about that show is the Winnebago. Like,
of course. By the way, great for your secret identity. Put your logo right there on the front.
Yeah, it's just like, hey kids, Captain Marvel's coming to town.
No, just Mentor and Billy.
Yeah, nothing weird about that. An old man and a kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you related to this young man? No.
All right.
This old man and young boy traveling? Yes.
Hey, man, growing up, that was the thing. Whether it was Doc and Marty or whatever, I was just like, where's my old man best friend?
Well,
the thing is that I think, Marty didn't live with Doc. And that's the
That's the big difference.
I'll tell you, the live-action Filmation need to have some kind of tricked-out recreational vehicle in every one of their shows.
Yeah.
perhaps Brendan might recall Space Ark.
Yep.
And,
by the way, Space Ark, that vehicle was permanently parked at a auto lot right across when you would turn to go towards the Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank. So there was like a used car lot, and then it was like just stuff, and then like, holy shit, is that the Ark? And it's like, yep,
Space Ark.
Hey, yeah, you want it? Do you want it?
Maybe I kind of did want it. But look, couldn't see myself going down the
John,
I-5.
They ended up using it on Space Academy.
I just like the idea.
They got a lot of use.
They used it on Ark 2 and Space Academy.
I just love the idea of the used car lot owner being like, "I can't get rid of it. What do you want it for? I'll take anything for it. God, get it out of here."
It doesn't come with a chimpanzee.
No, the chimp died long ago.
It smells like Jonathan Harris's toupee. Please,
but I did.
Take it off our hands.
But I did once have dinner with the bear from BJ. If that does anything for you.
I'm BJ McKay. This is my best friend Bear. All right. So let's wrap this up because we have not talked about this show.
No, I know.
Like
there's not much to say here. Maybe there'll be more to say about next week's movie,
which is
also from 2002, is titled Sherlock: A Case of Evil.
Who's our Holmes?
Based on the Joni Mitchell
Holmes.
Yes.
I have a little bit more. Once again, I know not to get too excited about any of these.
Don't get too excited.
But I will say this cast.
You were doing cartwheels when you were thinking about Matt Frewer playing.
I know.
And I've never seen John do cartwheels.
I was like, well, this would be good. Frewer will crush it. I guess not.
Yeah.
Even the greats have their limits. But James Darcy is playing Sherlock Holmes, who people may know as Jarvis from Agent Carter. That's a solid choice.
Solid choice.
Solid choice
for a young Sherlock Holmes in his late teens, early 20s. Which is when
but I'm most excited about Vincent D'Onofrio as Moriarty in this.
Oh,
now that should be something. That should be something. And
I'm just saying, does Professor Moriarty scream a lot? And
does he at any point pulp somebody's head between
I will just say,
a car door?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and guess he's doing a voice. I'm going to just say it. D'Onofrio's probably going to make a choice with the vocal performance.
He's going to go hard on a voice.
I bet he will. We also get our main man, Richard E. Grant, playing Mycroft in it.
Oh,
and
I love how no one's decided that Mycroft should be morbidly obese. It's like we've had one fat Mycroft.
Yeah, I think we've had one. Yeah.
And that was Morley, right?
Yeah. That was the one that was supposed to be Wells, right? They're talking about they wanted Wells in one of them. Which would have been a great choice.
Hey, Brennan, wasn't that the title of your third album, One Fat Mycroft?
Yes.
And our
two turntables, a microphone, and one fat Mycroft.
And Gabrielle Anwar is our leading lady
always
in
liked
it.
her.
Who's wonderful.
Pretty lady. Nice
and I don't know
Roger
Morledge. I don't know off the top of my head is playing Watson.
It's actually Roger Moore, but he's like, you know what? I don't want people to know I'm in this. Put a ledge at the end of my name.
Morledge. This guy seems to be a BBC.
The name will be Roger Morledge because allegedly I'm in this film.
I thought it'd be interesting. I took the part because I thought a very young Holmes and a very old Watson was an interesting, interesting concept there. So anyway, so Sherlock: A Case of Evil is next week's movie. Also, I said also from 2002. At least, it's a British production.
It doesn't have very far to go if it's going to be.
I will say once again, I will say D'Onofrio will always do something interesting, even if it's not.
When are we doing the one that Belushi and Aykroyd did, which was Sherlock and a Briefcase Full of Blues? Is that one next?
That
okay.
That one's after this.
Actually,
yeah.
That would have been awesome.
I would have
Belushi, Aykroyd,
Aykroyd,
and that would flip. Aykroyd
yeah.
would be Holmes, and Belushi
yeah,
would
I
be
could
Watson.
see it. I could see
and
that
we
being
neighbors. They do that.
I could see that having some good bits, but not being a great movie. You know,
it'd be also be great is if Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly had done one.
Don't joke, because we're on our way there. We're on our way to that. A movie I can't believe is as bad as it is. Anyway, very strange. Anyway, if you want
we saw Sherlock Holmes and the Whitechapel Vampire. So.
Well, I will say
really?
it is more fun than that. I feel confident. So anyway,
next week is a total we don't know, and we'll see.
It's a movie I was like a lot of these. It was a movie I was aware of. But of course, if you want to hear more from us, including our exclusive shows about horror icons with the three of us, you can head over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/punchup, that's punchup ENT. Get cool exclusive bonus content as well as help out all the shows on the Punch Up Entertainment Network. You also want to head over to YouTube, which is youtube.com/@punchupentertainment, where you can like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and never miss an episode. All right, gentlemen, I think
agree
that's good.
with what John said.
That's like Robin's like, that's all accurate. Yes, this checks out.
Here.
I follow that math. Anyway, so that's gonna do it though. Until next week, the case file is closed.